Welcome to Great Moments in Business, your source for tips and ideas to grow your business. Many entrepreneurs have moments of greatness, but they're never heard of because they happen behind the scenes. This podcast gives you an insider's look at how businesses have used innovation and excellence to get predictable results. And now, here's your host, Derek Little.
Hello and welcome. I'm Derek Little, founder of Predictable Results, the business growth coaching company, and I'm your host for Great Moments in Business. If you haven't already, subscribe to my podcast for more tips and ideas to grow your business. In this episode, I'm discussing one of the core systems that all businesses need, lead generation. This example is about an industry that many of us come in contact with daily but hardly even notice, hardwood flooring. Besides selling flooring in a retail store, it can be sold in the wholesale trade market to builders, architects, and interior designers. The international company featured in this example provided the very best hardwood flooring from all over Europe. It was a Turkish firm that had opened a Canadian franchise, but their Toronto store had been losing money for 5 years straight. Their products included over 120 different types of wood. There were a few things that were unique about their products too. For example, their hardwood flooring planks were quite wide, up to as much as 21 inches in width and 20 feet in length. Also, the wood was unvarnished. What protected the natural wood from damage was a special oil applied right after installation. To clean the wood, you just vacuum it or wash it with a special oil soap. My role was to generate leads and sales in the wholesale trade market. But after accepting the job, I realized there were some big challenges ahead. The problem was that the business-to-business market took a while to penetrate. It required a long-term relationship-building approach. Another problem was that most people in Canada preferred oak and maple, not exotic European hardwood. Further, our flooring retailed for up to $40 per square foot, so only wealthy people could even afford it. I decided to focus our marketing on interior designers, but the problem there was a lot of competition. The standard way to promote hardwood flooring to interior designers was with samples. A sample is a group of short lengths of wood bound together with a handle for carrying. I developed a two-part lead strategy. This included an innovative new type of sample system and a unique seminar. Since interior designers create swatches for their clients, our sample system was designed to help them with this. A design swatch is a small display that combines materials and colors to demonstrate the overall design effect. To eliminate the clutter in a designer's office, our sample system could be hung on the wall. What it was a 2 by 3 foot piece of plexiglass with a handle cut into it. Attached to this by Velcro was 120 different samples of wood. A designer could remove any of these and use them in a swatch. To make it look like an art piece, I arranged the pieces tonally from left to right and texturally from top to bottom. To generate leads, each piece of wood was labeled on the back with our logo and phone number. For large design firms, we'd give them our sample system as part of our lead generation seminar. Our seminar was based on a slideshow of European interior designs that featured our flooring. Our first seminar was for one of the most prestigious interior design firms in Toronto. But to eliminate the risk of boring the audience, we added some pizzazz. After bringing in a free lunch, I started the seminar by introducing the subject of our main objection. This was the risk of damage to the unvarnished wood. Then I held up a short plank of unvarnished white oak. In my other hand, I held up a black marker. I asked everyone to sign their name in black ink right onto the wood. They were a bit shocked, but they began passing it around as we dimmed the lights for the slideshow. As well as signing their names, some started getting creative and using their lunch to do even more damage. Our company president, who had flown in from Turkey, took the plank and began cleaning it with oil soap. He looked a little bit worried when he saw all the damage, but when the slideshow was done, he held up the plank and there wasn't a mark on it. The audience was impressed. And if there was a mark, it would be easy to sand the wood because it was unvarnished. To thank the design company for bringing us in, We left them with one of our sample art pieces to hang on their wall. After penetrating the design market, I started promoting to architects. This produced another notable lead. It was a $1.2 million quote for the $100 million home of Mike Lazaridis, the founder of Research in Motion, now known as Blackberry. While it took a while to break into the wholesale trade markets, there were some great moments. One of these was the look on the president's face when he saw the damaged plank, and then how impressed the designers were. Another was how impressed the architect for Mike Lazaridis was when we delivered the 6 foot by 6 foot custom flooring sample. My company had spent $3,600 creating and shipping it all the way from Turkey. The results were, we had created lead generation systems that help us stand out from the competition and make an impact. The owners took advantage of these great results by selling the franchise to a new owner. Because they now had new lead generation systems, they had more equity to sell. The point of the story is, you may not be in the hardwood flooring business, but that's not what's important. What is important is that your business needs a way to consistently generate leads. The fundamentals of lead generation are the same no matter what industry you're in. But getting leads takes a lot of time and effort. The only way to make it easier is by creating a system. Then you will have more freedom and control, and your business will get predictable results. Well, that wraps up this episode. Be sure to subscribe to my podcast for more tips and ideas to grow your business. In closing, I'd like to leave you with a quote by Coach John Cruyff. He said, "To win, you only have to score one more goal than your opponent." And I think that's true for a competitive industry like hardwood flooring, and maybe for yours too. To perfect your unique lead generation system, try one of my mastermind groups. I bring together entrepreneurs in non-competing industries for brainstorming and accountability. Contact me for a free trial session. If you need more help, I offer one-on-one business coaching. This is Derek Little. Thanks for listening to Your Success.
Thanks for listening to Great Moments in Business, your source for tips and ideas to grow your business. Want to achieve your moments of greatness? Contact us to join one of our mastermind groups or for one-on-one business coaching. Enrollment is limited, so visit predictableresults.coach today and start getting results you can count on.